What if I told you the Joker isn't terrifying because he's insane? He's terrifying because a part of your brain understands him. The Joker isn't Batman's greatest enemy because he's stronger or smarter. He's Batman's greatest enemy because he attacks the mind instead of the body. Unlike most villains, he doesn't want money, power, or even revenge. His only goal is to prove one horrifying idea that every human being is only one bad day away from becoming exactly like him. This idea is frighteningly close to real psychology, where researchers have shown that extreme trauma, chronic stress, isolation, and emotional loss can completely reshape a person's personality. The Joker believes morality isn't permanent. He believes it's simply a luxury people can afford when life is good. Take away someone's hope, purpose, family, and identity, and eventually they'll stop acting like themselves. That's why in The Killing Joke, he doesn't try to kill Batman. He tries to destroy Batman's belief in humanity. Because if Batman finally breaks, then the Joker proves that nobody is naturally good. They're just people who haven't suffered enough yet. One of the most disturbing things about the Joker isn't his violence, it's his laughter. Most people assume he laughs because he's enjoying the chaos, but psychology suggests something much darker. Sigmund Freud described humor as one of the strongest defense mechanisms of the human mind. When reality becomes too painful, some people cry, some become silent, and some laugh to protect themselves from emotional collapse. The Joker's laughter isn't happiness, it's psychological armor. Every laugh hides rejection, humiliation, pain, and years of emotional damage that his mind can no longer process normally. That's why his laugh feels so uncomfortable, because deep down, everyone has used humor to hide something painful. The difference is that most people heal, while the Joker lets that defense mechanism completely consume his identity, until laughter becomes the only language he understands. Another reason the Joker feels so unpredictable is because he doesn't have a stable identity. In different versions of his story, his past constantly changes. Sometimes he's a failed comedian, sometimes a criminal, sometimes an abused child, and sometimes nobody even knows his real name. This isn't bad writing. It's one of the smartest psychological decisions ever made, because identity is what keeps the human mind stable. It tells us who we are, what we believe, and where we belong. Psychologists call the loss of this identity diffusion, a condition where a person no longer has a consistent sense of self, making their emotions, behavior, and decisions completely unpredictable. The Joker isn't pretending to be someone else, because there is no one left underneath the makeup. Chaos has become his only identity, and that's what makes him impossible to understand or control. The Joker also represents what Carl Jung called the shadow, the hidden side of every human being that contains anger, envy, hatred, violence, and destructive desires. And maybe that's why the Joker remains one of the greatest villains ever created, because he's built from real psychological concepts, including trauma, defense mechanisms, identity loss, obsession, and the shadow. He forces us to ask one terrifying question. If everything that made you who you are disappeared tomorrow, would you still be the same person? Or would there be a little Joker hiding inside you, waiting for just one bad day?